Jayson, when did you find out that Damon was coaching tonight, and how did that kind of impact things?
Right after, right before the starting lineup, after the national anthem, Ben told me, and I guess I need to pay attention a little bit more during film, because I did not notice, something was wrong with him. But hope he's doing all right. I talked to him, but, hopefully he'll be back soon.
Yeah, did he say he's okay?
I don't know.
Won't go to you
It's not
for
for me
injury
to-
reports.
Yeah.
How did Damon do stepping in that kind of situation?
He did good. I mean, it's kind of like, when somebody is out on the team, somebody just got to step in and, fill in that void. And, it's not just a one-person job. We got a coaching staff that helps each other out and, the team. We all on the same team, essentially. So, when the coach is out, it's just next man up mentality.
And then tonight, the 6th game this season, both you and Jaylen have put up 30-plus points. You guys did that 8 times all of last season. What's different this year that's allowing you both to thrive?
I think our offense is better, and, just to start the season compared to last year. I think we're both just, individually playing at a higher level, at this time of the year compared to last year. The team is playing at a higher level. So we're just better as a team, than we were last year at this time.
Jayson, obviously you guys play kind of like a free-flowing offensive style. You guys as players are kind of setting things up a lot of the time. How much easier does that make it to, get through not having Joe in a game like this? And, were things any different in terms of, Damon and the communications, things like that?
The only difference was Joe wasn't over there chewing shit out some gum. But, I think, we're professionals and, we know what essentially we're supposed to do. And, not saying, the coaches definitely help us out with managing, the game. But I think, we've been doing this a while that, we should be able to execute, from shoot around this morning in the game plan and, just playing the right way. And, first half we generated a lot of shots, a lot of good shots. And second half, they just went in. And I think that was the difference, from half to half.
Similar to Abby's question, in terms of you and Jaylen, up there with Michael and Scottie and Kobe, Shaq, in terms of those 30-point games each, how did you kind of imagine you two could look at your best? Because obviously a year ago we're here asking you guys if, you can even play together. Now all of a sudden you're kind of on that echelon with those guys.
It's crazy. This time last year, y'all wanted to trade either one of us, and now you just said Mike and Scottie. So we're not as bad as you guys say we are, but we're not as good as Michael and Scottie yet. We just two young guys that love to compete, love to try to help our team win every night, and just trying to get better. But we gotta win. We gotta win when it counts most. For it to really mean something.
Jayson, you're a historian of the game. What did you know about Damon Stoudemire before he got here?
I knew he was the first draft pick for Toronto. I knew he was Rookie of the Year. I know he played in Portland with Sheed and Scottie Pippen and all those guys. I knew his nickname, Mighty Mouse. And, I knew he had game.
And what's the relationship that he's bonded? I kind of the consensus was you guys needed a kind of an assistant coach or a guy who had been there before and been through the wars, and he's that guy. What's the relationship he's built with you, Jaylen, and the other guys in the year plus he's been here?
Yeah, he's been great. I think for somebody that's played in the league, I think he played like 13 to 14 years, played at a high level, and he just keeps everything balanced, keeps everything in perspective, right? He played in the league a long time, so he knows what it's like to be on a road trip. He knows what it's like to be on back-to-backs. He knows what it's like to, be in a good stretch of winning games and be in a slump. So just kind of having a, that older perspective of, he has a calm demeanor, but, he knows what he's talking about. So it's very valuable, just somebody that, has done, what we're doing, in the locker room.
What did it mean to the guys that after the situation happened with Udoka, that all his guys stayed, all the entire staff stayed intact, that nobody else walked away? What did that mean to you guys?
I mean, for one, it was like 2 days before, so it kind of caught all of us off guard. And I say it all the time, it just brought us together, Last year, new coaching staff, some new players, and, us coming together and turning the season around and getting to the finals, you have to be a close group to do that. And through wins and losses, getting to the finals and losing, we are like bonded through that. And everybody was on the same page coming back this year of, what we were trying to accomplish. And, I give everybody, the coaches and the team credit for, not, pulling apart of through adversity. It was tough. It was tough to deal with. And everybody just kind of bought in even more. And I think everybody has benefited from that, individually.
Jayson, I'm going to take you back 5 years ago on this floor playing the Rockets is the day Marcus took the 2 offensive fouls against James Harden. You were on the floor for that. What do you remember from the end of that game of Marcus making those plays?
If I'm not mistaken, I think we was down 20 or so at half. And that was my first year, and I think that was just, that was like my really first time experiencing how loud the Garden can be. And that was the first time, I really understood how valuable Smart was to a team, to our team. And, it's nobody else in the league that could make plays. Those kind of plays and those moments like he can. And, since then he's made thousands of those different plays since I've been on the team. But that was kind of like the first time I really, witnessed that firsthand of like, he does some incredible things that, may not be the flashiest, but, very valuable to a team that's trying to win a championship.
Do you remember what you were thinking in that moment? I mean, obviously you're coming back from a big deficit, but was there just a moment where you're like, I can't believe he's making these plays, that he did it twice?
I mean, man, I was 19. I was just happy to be out there. There was a lot going on. I'm playing against James Harden for the first time. CP was on the bench. I remember he wasn't playing. Eric Gordon was out there. I was just playing against some of these guys for the first time. So, that was still when I was in the stretch of just like in the awe of like, catching myself like, damn, I'm really in the NBA. So, I was just taking it all in.